Hello, good morning. It's coming up to 8 AM on Thursday, the 30th of July 2020, and I'm 3 hours into a 300 and something kilometre DIY today, so I'm really looking forward to today's ride. It's heading across the Sennybridge military ranges north of Brecon as I head over into Mid Wales over to Llanwrtd Wells. Llanwrtd Wells is a lovely spa town on the River Ifron in Paris in Mid Wales, and it actually claims to be the smallest town in Great Britain, although according to the Wikipedia entry that claim is actually disputed. I'm now on the road between Chepstow and Usk, and although I've been in Wales technically a few miles, I always think emotionally it's this spot here as I descend out of these woods and you see that first view of where we're heading. There's the Brecon beacons. There's a long drop now down into Usk. The road follows that hedge line down there. Usk is a few miles away on the River Usk, and then I'll follow that all the way up through Abergavenny, Talybont into Brecon. It's now mid-morning. I'm in Talybont on Usk. There's the lovely post office and cafe behind me. I've just stocked up on supplies there. I'm sat outside having an ice cream and a snack. I stocked up here because I made a big mistake when I rode this route last year. I thought I'll fill up with water in Brecon, and I went through Brecon and I didn't stop at a garage, and I turned right and I started heading out of Brecon. I thought, oh, I'll find somewhere before I get to the ranges. Well, I didn't. There's about 27 miles of nothing, so it really does pay you to stock up on food and supplies, especially fluids on a day like today. A few more minutes here, we'll have this ice cream and some drink, head that way into Brecon, where I'll start entering the town and then take a right hand turn, and then it heads up towards Builth Wells. You go up through Lower Chapel, Upper Chapel, then before you get to Builth you turn off left and it takes you up onto the ranges, which is spectacular. Just before we get into Brecon, lovely view looking across the Brecon beacons there. Penny fan, that one there, with a very distinctive, almost tabletop summit. It's now very warm. I'm on the quite undulating road between Brecon and Builth Wells. I'm just going to turn off up there now, and that's the road that takes me up onto the ranges. So I've just entered the ranges. I checked on the internet last night and there's firing today, definitely between 08:35 and 23:59. So this is actually a B road. The red flags are up. They're definitely firing. I can hear it in the background. The rule is you just don't stray off the main road, and you certainly don't pick anything up. As I was riding up the undulating road between Brecon and Upper Chapel, I heard a big boom, and my first thought was, oh, I wonder if that's a big steel farm door slamming. Then I started hearing several, and you can hear it over to my left, to the south, a lot of artillery fire. And there is one section this afternoon I'm going to be riding, which sometimes they don't allow you across. Again, it's the main road, but there are alternatives. So hopefully I'll get across that, but if not, it'd be quite a long detour via Llanwrtd. This gives you an idea of the scenery. It just gets even more and more stunning the further you go in. It's a very large area. I'm not sure how many square miles, but it's quite a significant area. After a long old slog from Brecon, I'm at the summit on the plateau of the ranges. There's the Brecon beacons in the far distance. I've just come up this long drag. This is the former Drover's Arms. What a bleak outpost this would have been. Hasn't been a pub for quite a few years. The military now use it as one of their offices. You can see red flags everywhere. There's a biker over there. All the sheep benefiting from the shade of the midday sun. See quite a few bikers coming across here. Llanwrtd is popular with bikers. You see more bikers than cars. Gives you an idea of how bleak it is up here. Thousands of sheep. Again, one of the military roads down there completely forbidden to the public. There's the ranges stretched out in front of me. See if I can zoom in and give you an idea. Road goes right across there. As I started this stretch after the Drover's Arms, a group of about 7 or 8 motorcyclists came towards me, heading that way behind me, and then I passed a cycle tourist. I love seeing traditional cycle tourists with all the panniers. The final little mini summit, just in this red kite viewing area. There's picnic tables down there. I've always fancied this crafty wild camp now. Whether I'll get pulled up for it or not, I don't know. There's a road going down there. You may see a couple of bikers going down. That's the way I'm heading. There's a couple more coming up. I always sing that Carpenter's song here, On Top of the World. It really does feel like you're on top of the world. 360 degrees. Now at the lovely spa town of Llanwrtd Wells. There's the railway line that goes up through the middle of Wales. Always fancied taking that sometime. Slow journey up to Harlech or somewhere. I'm now in Llanwrtd Wells. My lunch stop right by the bridge by the river here. There's even some public toilets over there painted in the Welsh colours, the green and the red Welsh jargon. Love this spot here. The last few miles into Llanwrtd Wells was not particularly steep, but it was rolling, and by the time I got here I was sort of ready for a fizzy drink and some chocolate and something sweet, as well as my sandwiches. I got to the Premier store there and it's closed for good by the look of it. It's got all barricades on it. Went back up to a garage which has got a little shop attached to it, but their till is not working at the moment and they've closed the shop. They're just not taking any money because there's an engineer in there. Why they can't take any money I'm not quite sure, but hey, it's one of those days. My little episode last year when I didn't really stock up well enough at Brecon taught me a lesson. By the time I got here I was desperate for food and stores, so I came well prepared today. I've now done about a 45-minute climb from Llanwrtd Wells up onto the foreign ranges, and this is the place I wasn't sure if I'd get across. It's normally open but they do close it sometimes. You can see there's a barrier there, red flags up, they're firing, you can hear it though. But you can see follow signs, keep the road, do not stop, so I won't be. So I'm so glad about this. This will take me over the ranges and then drop me down onto the A40 near Sennybridge. Then there's quite a fast leg into Brecon. Should avoid any heavy traffic. I'll be on that before rush hour. Looking sideways, that little town looks like an oasis up here. It's even got a little clock tower by the look of it. I think that's one of those dummy towns the military use for urban warfare training, a bit like Imber. To leave the military ranges, I've come across that road there. heading this way. I wanted to show this to you. It's a dual carriageway country lane. I don't think I've ever seen this before. I don't know if this is classified as a B road. I don't think it is. It's a minor road, so a dual carriageway country lane. This road is about to drop down steeply. It's the A40. You may not see it, but right behind that first hill there, it drops down steeply. Then the A40 is running in the little valley alongside. So I'm just at the bottom of that descent. The road's returned to a single carriageway. Coming down, it's so spectacular because you can clearly see the defined two carriageways. And there's virtually no traffic. I think the reason is to segregate the up and the down heavy military traffic. But yeah, a dual carriageway country lane. I'm just about to join the A40. That village back there was Llywel. This is the A40. This is a typical Welsh A road during the weekday. There's virtually nothing on it. If I get into Brecon quick, I should miss the rush hour traffic. It's about 7 or 8 miles this way. I'm going to finish the video here. So I just really wanted to share this fantastic circuit with you. And also just a quick update about the upcoming 600. Yes, I am going to go for one. This ride is a little bit of a training ride for it. I got home on the 300 section of the 400 kilometre ride last week at 10 p.m. Tonight it's probably going to be gone midnight. It's well over 300 in distance, about 310, 315. Also it's been quite hilly. Also I've wanted to film and just savour it a lot. And also I wanted it to be quite hard. I want to get home quite exhausted. That's the whole point of training, is to sort of push your body beyond its comfort, and hopefully you sort of overcompensate in your recovery. That's the theory anyway. So hopefully next video, my 600. As usual, thanks so much for watching, and until next time.